Hello everyone, I am back once again. It's Azza and we are streaming PRT tonight for the Esports Academy. We are against F1WE and I believe now the third round of fixtures in this tournament. Possibly, no, it's definitely the third. We are missing one driver though, but it's short quality, so I'm just going to quickly give him an invite just so that we know he will be about. Oh, he's here now, don't worry. He is now here, so we're all good. Will he be able to get a car? Hopefully. Right, we have our first car out on track. Set this table and rubbish settings up. I say rubbish settings, I don't know why I said rubbish. Set up these table settings so that we can... What is that, an F1WE car? It's ST-PLAYZ is going to come out first. A very, very white looking livery there. Very clean as well, look at that, very nice. Super Mario is also going to come out. ST-PLAYZ is the first one out on track, so we will watch him. Cuba H04 is also out on a lap as well. First F1ABEEZ driver to come out. There we are, that's the person we want to be watching. As you see, ST-PLAYZ just coming around the last few corners now. It's the final corner for him. And he is invalidated already, has ST-PLAYZ, so we will look down the order. There's another F1WE driver. There he is. Super Mario. He's on a lap. Oh, that was very close invalidation there. ST-PLAYZ gets out of the way of Super Mario there. Halfway through sector 3, Super Mario now. As he rounds the final bend here, currently a 121. DRS open on the straight. And he comes across the line, it's a late line here in France, and it's a 129.886. As we now go down to, who is that on a lap? We're not going to get there in time. Must have been an out lap. Who's that down there? Cuba's currently on a lap. Don't know who this is in front of him. looks to be moving quite quickly as well. Might be Jack, I think, maybe. Cuba opens the DRS. So it's a 130.1. So now we look down again to who's that? Is it? Oh, it's just Anime setting his outlap there. As another F1WE finishes his outlap as well. Rambalorian's here, and he's currently a 120 as he comes around the final bend. Try and get through those gears as quickly as you can. And it is going to be a 130.042. Two more drivers there. Haya crosses the line at 130.6. I think that's Rambo ahead. No, it's not. It's PRT. And ABS fans also in that train of cars as well. There's a driver coming across the line. F1ABEEZ. It's going to be set at 131.392 there for F1ABEEZ. Puts himself 6th fastest. See, just Anime moving out of the way of Jack there. It is currently on a lap as well, so. And Jack comes across the line. It's going to be a 130.073. So that puts him 4th fastest, just ahead of Cuba, just behind Rambo, about 3/100ths of a second behind Rambo there. I think these F1WE drivers are all going to be coming in. Oh no, ABS fan's going to be setting a lap here. Not a bad time by the look of things. Is he going to get there 130? It's going to be 131, so it's 131.233 for ABS fan. I think that's just, no, it's not just Anime. Who's just set another time there? Oh, it was PRT there, but I think he must have been validated. I think most people are on the softs, other than PRT and Luminor 9501. So there's another car coming across the line. It is Jack, I believe. No, it's not Jack. Who is it then? Ah, it's ST-PLAYZ on 3-lap-old softs. Bit surprised he hasn't come in to change those. This is ABS fan and PRT here, forming a little F1WEEZ train. PRT is obviously on the medium tyre. The only F1WEEZ driver to be on the medium tyre. There seems to be one driver on the medium tyre from each team. So yeah, let's see how much slower these mediums are compared to the soft runners. Maybe a second in it, perhaps. A 130.8 from PRT, not a bad lap at all. Up there with the soft runners, the slower soft runners of course, but not bad at all from PRT there. ST-PLAYZ is currently a 131, but he's going to come into the pits for probably some new softs maybe, or maybe his mediums, I do not know. Maybe he's using those softs as a bit of a last minute practice or something. Because of course you get that tyre set, and he set a 131, so a medium run will definitely beat it, as you see from PRT there. So who's that in sector 3? It's Cuba on an outlap. I want to say PRT is slowed up, is he? No, he's not. I think he is going for it. He's 1 second behind here, so we're going to go and watch Cuba on his flying lap here. I'm not going to critique him too much because that would be very nice. He's currently 8/100ths off of his previous time, which will put him up in the chance of catching up with Jack in P4. Of course, that could all change. It could go positive, it could go negative to what it is now. We will find out as he gets onto the next bit of straight. And he is currently, he's now 10th up. So that will put him very close to Rambo in P3 right now. If he can gain some time in Sector 3. Fighting with the track limits is Cuba, very, very close. He comes down the pit straight now. Where's it going to put him? It's going to be a 1:29.9. He goes third fastest as Cuba, nearly a 10th faster than Rambo. Of course, that not only could be down to a better lap time, but it is of course a bit more grippier towards the end of qualifying. But a very nice lap from Cuba there. Rambo's going to come into the pits. He did not like those softs, quite clearly. Or he might have had damage perhaps, I do not know. But it's very rare they get damage on quali. But there's another driver coming in. Who's that coming across the line? Oh, it's just Super Mario there. He's invalidated his outlap, I think. There is another F1WE driver coming in now though. It's SD-PLAYZ on an outlap as well. There is cars side by side. It's an Unicant HD. Unicant HD. That's what we're going to go with. F1ABEEZ driver coming across the line. What's it going to be? So 1:28 currently, 1:29, 1:30.1. So I don't think Rambo moved an awful lot there. Sorry, just Anime. Yes, he did. He went from 10th to P6 there, did Anime. And that is ABS fan, 1:31.233. I think that was an outlap perhaps, or he didn't improve there, unfortunately. Who was that had just come across the line? We'll get there in a minute. So Pixley Fly, 1:30.8, that was his current lap. So that was obviously an outlap as well. Who have we got in Sector 3? Oh, that's Super Mario coming into the pits. SD-PLAYZ is currently coming round the second to last corner. Trying to improve on that 1:31. 1:30.926, so he goes above ABS fan into P9. Cuba gets Haya gets out of the way very quickly there. The ABS fan letting everyone pass now. Oh, Jack has stopped on track. I don't know quite what he's doing. Oh, he's going into the pits. So F1ABEEZ drivers coming now. That is So Pigs Do Fly. He's on the softs now, so this is the first run on the softs of Pigs. And it's going to be a 1:29.8, so he will go second fastest on the softs. Very nice indeed from Pigs. And there's some more drivers coming across the line now. Rambalorian doesn't improve. Who's that below? Someone's going to move. Who is it? No one. It was ABS fan, of course, who had to wait for everyone to go past earlier on. There's a big amount of traffic in Sector 3. Maybe Haya trying to get a little slipstream. He isn't on a lap, unfortunately, so that will not benefit him just yet. about 2 point, well, I say 2.5, there's 2 minutes 50 left of this session. 2.5 is not half of a minute, is not 50 seconds, of course. It's been a long day, it's only Monday, so it's a good start. Who have we got on laps? Someone's round wide in sector 3. It is Pigs, but he's coming into the pits anyway. So who is next? Cuba is running a bit slow. I think he's trying to not get in the way of his fellow teammate, who it is Rambalorian. And also someone else. Who else is coming now? ABS fan as well. Rambo's going to come across the line in a second. It's going to be a 1:29.5. That's the fastest lap of this qualifying session now from Rambalorian. Very nice indeed. AVS fan is also coming as well, but he unfortunately did improve by around 6 tenths actually there. But it was invalidated or something along those lines because it didn't count. So who is just coming to sector 3 for F1ABEEZ there? It's just Anime and his teammate. Oh Jesus, what's happened there? STPLAYZ and AVS fan are coming very close to each other there. I don't know why. Very odd. Ooh. Just Anime starts his lap now. Haya will also start a lap in a second as well. All on fresh softs, of course. They've obviously decided to go on to a fresh set before the end of quali. Everyone is out now, whether they're on laps or they are on. Let's try and find someone that's on a lap. Rambo is on a lap, but I don't think he is. Yeah, he's not going to improve because he is invalidated this one. Who's behind him? It is STPLAYZ who is on an out lap, so he's just going to get out of the way there. Cuba and AVS fan. Where is Cuba? Cuba is 5th. Will he improve? He's 2 seconds down, but he will hopefully get across the line in time. Before the checkered flag comes out, is he yellow? Another yellow. He should get across the line, will he? Yes, he will. So he will have one more lap. And so will 12 seconds to go. And Kant THD will get another lap. But there's a couple that won't get a lap here. 1 second in it for him. Ger gets one. But Jack does not get to make another time. And neither does Pigs or Just Anime. They will stay where they are as well. So the boys we want to be watching are Cuba in P5, looking to improve. And whoever this F1WE driver is ahead. I'm not sure. I think it's Ger, right? No, it's not Ger. Ger's just gone purple in the first sector, though. Who is it? It is STPLAYZ on a fresh set of softs, so we will follow him round. And we can see where he will end up. He's a little bit wide there. Very close to invalidation on the inside curve as well. Cuts it in. Oh, he's invalidated there. And we're going to go to Cuba now because he will be next. Cuba now comes down the straight. I don't think he's going to improve an awful amount here as Cuba. Unless he got a good exit, but I don't think he's going to improve. Oh, he does improve by 2 tenths. He goes 3rd fastest now, so ahead of Pigs. He's invalidated. Linear has also invalidated. Ger is currently P2. Can he improve? Looks like he might, you know. What, late 128? 129. He will go fastest. So Ger is in P1. P2 goes to Rambalorian. P3 is Cuba. P4 is So Pigsley Fly. P5 is Super Mario. P6 is Just Anime. P7 is Jack 123 344. 8th is Kant HD. 9 is F1ABEEZ Haya. 10 is STPLAYZ. 11 is AVS fan, and P12 is Luinor 9501. I just need to go to the toilet a minute. I will be back in 1 or 2 minutes. And there is now a 2-minute break as well for the teams to have a chat amongst each other. So we'll be back after that as well. And I'm back just in time for quite an interesting outing. In France, it's going to be very, very wet. And here we go for the formation lap. Everyone is on intermediates by the look of things. 27 laps around France for a 50% race. Detail, intermediates. Everyone is on intermediates. Yeah, so we will see how the guys get on in the wet. It's a very, very, very wet day in France. Around Paul Ricard. Of course, I don't get to see how the weather is going to be. Hopefully it dries up towards the end. That'll make a very interesting race. But the cars do look good with the raindrops on. Little details, I know, but. So now going to AI mode now. All ghosted in. Getting back on their grid slot. See pigs just coming to a stop there. Right. Waiting for a few to ready up. It's 5 red lights. Oh dear. Pigs gets a drive through there for jumping to start. That's unfortunate for him. But he is ahead of 2 people now. They come into turn 1. Oh, there's a spin. Is there a spin? Yes, there is. A big spin for Super Mario there. I don't know whether there was contact. It sounded like it. Big spin as well. What's happened here? ST Plays has gone off as well. Now he's cutting up his teammates now as well. They're really struggling for grip, I think. We look up now, down the main straight. Let's see the rest of the drivers trying to fight for position, and Jack's all over the back of Cuba. Cuba defends the inside. Jack's going to try and go the long way around. Oh, and there's contact between the two of them. Jack does get the move to stick though for now. Oh, and Rambo almost loses it there on the way back up the little hill there. Super Mario gets past ST Plays. Pigs is in hot pursuit of Gert 14. Pigs is actually going to come in and perhaps serve his drive-through maybe. So Rambalorian is now in effective P2. Yeah, and SD Plays is also going to come into the pits. I think he might have damage though, so that's a different story for SD Plays. And Pigs is here. Don't think he's coming into a pit box, so he will be coming straight back out. To basically, yeah, there we go. Look, his drive-through has now been served. Yeah, there's damage there for ST Plays, so they are now at the back, and we now looking at Cuba trying to get that place back on Jack in P3. Of course, Gur is now 1.6 seconds away, and Just Anime gets past higher. Looks to be very, very wet. ABS fan was quite close to higher there, but he's not close enough. He's a little bit wide, does ABS fan, into that opening of the chicane. Rambo's trying to catch up with Gert 13. Junior is now all over the back of ABS fan as well. And there's a yellow, and Super Mario is out. He is retired from the session. And he is very far offline there. I don't know what has happened to him, but he's very far offline. And that is a virtual safety car, not a full safety car though, which is unfortunate for Pigs and ST Plays. But for now, it's still a virtual. I think it might stay as a virtual, to be honest. Yeah, because that incident has already been removed. Higher trying to get some temperature into those intermediates, and so does Just Animate ahead as well. So currently still in P1 is Gur 13, P2 is Rambo, P3 is Jack, P4 is Cuba, and we are green again after the VSC has ended there. That incident has been cleared in Sector 3 from Super Mario there. And now we are racing once again. Oh, Cuba gets a 3 second for multiple warnings. Track limits there. It's not the nicest around France, especially in the wet. Just got to be a bit careful now. Rambo trying to catch up with Gur 13 in P1. I think there might have been a problem with setup there for Super Mario, because the other lads are not doing too much of an issue around the big sweeper there at the beginning of Sector 3, but maybe he lost it and trying to fight it. He hit the wall maybe. It was a DNF, so I'm not too sure. I don't know if it was terminal damage or not. I can quickly check the race directory if I'm quick. Incidents, Super Mario, terminal damage for Mario there, yeah. Very interesting that he's managed to do that there, but Rambo sets the fastest lap of this race. He is now caught up around about a 10th, but Just Anime sets a faster lap now. Then Kant HD goes faster again, so it's all that purple lap time is tumbling down the order, and there we go. Pigsley Fly gets another fastest lap there, so he's now the fastest on the track, but he is currently in 10th. ABS fan in trouble here. Linear is trying to catch up with him. And there's a yellow. What's happened? STPlays has spun it. Yes, he has. He's spun and he's now 29 seconds off the pace. 29 seconds behind Pigs, sorry. And now Rambalorian's caught up as well. Rambalorian's caught up to Ger very nicely indeed. Cuba's still keeping up with Jack. Rambo is in within a second or thereabouts of Ger. Of course, no DRS because it is raining. There is some brighter skies left and ahead there, so I don't know what STPlays is doing back here, but not having the greatest of race. Rambo's lost a bit of time there. Oh, and that's a big corner cut there from Ger. That'll be a warning. Rambo's around about 1.3 seconds behind now though. F1ABEEZ higher gets a 3 second. I think that might be a 6 second now for F1ABEEZ higher. Yes it is. STPlays of course has a 5 second as well. Cuba's lost a little bit of time to Jack. Maybe trying to save some ERS. Or maybe trying to pull Just Anime along with him. Cuba runs a little bit wide there at the exit of that turn. STPlays gets another 3 second time penalty. That brings him up to 8 seconds now for STPlays. Can't quite tell. Ger sets the fastest lap now, 1:43.140. Obviously race pace in the wet, that is. Jackson in danger of Cuba now as well. Cuba is running a little bit wide, and so does Just Anime there. Clearly some corners are a lot wetter than others. Cuba's done a very good job of keeping Just Anime in this fight for P3. Oh, and a big load of oversteer there for Jack. And Cuba is very, very much in line now. Around about 8 tenths. He keeps it in track limits and Jack doesn't. And there's been an overtake. And it's an Kant HD. Oh, and Lunia gets a 3 second there for exceeding track limits. Which is a bit annoying because he was trying to let his teammate pass, but the game doesn't acknowledge that, unfortunately. Cuba is around about 8 tenths behind Jack now, and Just Anime is around about 8 tenths behind him. Rambo's still around about 1.5 seconds behind Ger though. So currently Ger is still leading this race, 6 laps in. 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane for Louis Noah now. Lunio has retired as well, so he is out of this race. Gurr gets a 3 second now as well for multiple warnings. Lunio has left the session. Now 2 seconds to Gurr off of Rambo now. Of course, Rambo hasn't got any penalties as of yet. ABS fan gets a 3 second for multiple warnings as well. ABS fan is all getting a lot of pressure from the F1WE driver in the Kant HD. Cuba gets another 3 second for multiple warnings. However, with the 2 retirements from F1WE, I'm not sure how the standings are going to look. If Rambo can obviously poach P1 eventually, it'll be very good for him, and it will pretty much get a lot. Well, it'll basically get the maximum amount of points, won't it, for F1ABEEZ? So F1WE are currently hoping and praying that Gurr stays in P1. He's doing a very good job of it so far. He's actually almost made the gap to Rambo of 3. He has now made the gap to Rambo. Bit of ERS there, I think, on the straight for Gurr. Cuba's still within a second or 1.1 second of Jack, so he's just keeping within range. And EVS fan gets overtaken by Kant on the inside. A good move from the F1WE driver there. ABS fan not really looking to fight it just yet. As OBCST plays get another 3 second as well. And that brings him up to around about 11 seconds, I think now. Yeah. He has stopped for fresh intermediate, so I think not that makes much difference at this current stage. The rain doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to be going away yet. We're around about 1/3 into this race now, and still pouring down. I really do hope that this race isn't dry all the way through, and there's a bit of strategy to it, and not just go out on the inters and stay out on the inters. But Jack is quite a way behind Rambo. Rambo and Gurr really pulled away. He was staying with him. Well, staying with Jack, that is, of course. Just Anime is quite close up behind Cuba now as well. Oh, and Just Anime just about keeps it in track limits there, I think. Very close. Cuba's now gaining on Jack. Jack may have a low ERS tank, I'm not too sure. I know he's 81, so he's obviously saving, and maybe Cuba's burning a little bit here. Just trying to catch up with Jack, maybe get a slipstream and then start harvesting, but he was now very much up close behind now, so is Just Anime, may I say. Pigs has now caught up with ABS Fan. ABS Fan lacking the pace in the wet, unfortunately. In the dry he was very, very good, but Pigs has actually boxed, done his drive through, should I say, and caught up very well. Putting in some very good laps is Pigs. Here he is, sorry, we were watching ABS Fan and I was talking about Pigs, but it doesn't matter. Haya did just cut the corner a little bit there. Just Anime trying to use all of the track. Jack just seems to be out of the slipstream there, just away from Cuba, sorry. And there we go, the move has been done. ABS Fan letting Pigs pass there, I think. Hang on a minute, something's going on ahead. Haya's in trouble, he's on the outside into this turn. Indicant has got the inside line, but F1ABEEZ Haya stays true on the throttle and stays around the outside. Great move from him there. Brilliant move there. Well, I say it's a move, he defended his place very well. Rambalorian's going to come in. I don't know whether he's going to come in for some new inches, maybe. That is a set of new inches going on there for Rambalorian. He's going to try and chase down Ger and perhaps make Ger think about strategy, maybe. Possible undercut. I don't know if that's very, very strong around France. It being wet as well, of course. Because Rambalorian's now dropped right down to 7th. He will come out just in front of... No, he won't come out in front of ABS Fan. ABS Fan does get ahead. Will ABS Fan let him past? I hope so. Yep, yes, he does let him past. Ooh, and there's a big, big spin there from Rambalorian. I don't know if it was lag or not, but a big amount of oversteer. And Cuba is ahead of Jack, dives down the inside of the chicane. It had to be made at some point, that move, and it's definitely been made now. And now Jack's got to try and defend, or I say defend from Just Anime, but I think Cuba might have to defend from Jack here as he comes down the straight. A very good angle there from the rear of Cuba's car. You see Jack taking that corner. Just Anime could really do with a move as well here to get up into P3. I'm not sure if that was the best decision from Rambo, to be honest. He will have a bit more grip than the rest. Hopefully we'll start seeing some fastest laps come in. We will have to see on that one. And Jack goes into the pits, and there you go. Cuba and Just Anime will get... Well, they will get ahead of Jack, and Jack could drop right down behind Rambo now. Well, he definitely will, because he's only just got into his pit box, and Rambo's now way ahead. So hopefully Rambo can really put in some laps, and maybe even get ahead of Ger here. Cuba is very far away from Ger currently, but he's definitely chasing him down. Yeah, and F1ABEEZ Haya has been overtaken. Oh, and Haya gets a 3-second there. Pigs and Rambo are now on the case as well. And Pigs gets past Haya. I think Haya was letting Pigs go there. And Haya gets overtaken by Rambo on the straight there. Of course, Haya on older intermediates. And will Ger now box? That is the question we will have to ask. No, he's going to stay out. will stay out. It's very slow around the corner there. Lost a lot of time. Who's that? Cuba's going to come in for some fresh inters by the look of things. And there we go, Cuba's come in. He's at the pit exit now. And he will get out ahead of Jack. Will he? Oh, it's going to be tight. I think Cuba will just about get ahead of Jack. Yes, he will. Very close at pit exit there. It's always an interesting pit exit for France because the racing line is right on the pit exit. So yeah, it's a very interesting pit exit in France, but Rambo's now caught up to Undercant in P3, who I'm not sure if he's boxed actually. I'm not sure if he has boxed. Let's have a little look. Don't want elementary, we want stops. No. So Rambo's actually done a very good job here. Gurr's stayed out and Rambo's come in and he's almost caught up to P3. And I'd imagine Gurr's going to make a stop at some point now. Yes, he is. He's going to make it now. So will the undercut be massive here for Rambo? If he can get past Undercant, or at least, you know, put up a fight with him, because Undercant's obviously on the old inters. Will that cause a problem for Rambo, or will he get out ahead? He's just finished. Gurr is out, and just Anime is coming into the pits. And yeah, Rambo has been blocked by Undercant there, and the gap isn't that great at the minute. Rambo does get ahead, and Rambo sets the fastest lap, and Gurr gets a 3-second penalty. Oh no, that was already there, sorry. Sorry, that was already there. And Rambo's now 3 tenths behind Undercant, using the slipstream to try and gain on Gurr in P1. The undercut hasn't worked that well. It's definitely gained maybe a little bit of time, but Undercant, of course, blocks Rambo, and Rambo should get past Undercant now on the straight. It definitely gave Gurr something to think about in terms of pit strategy. I'm guessing that means it's going to be wet for the rest of the race, and I don't think Rambo is going to get past Undercant here either. He's going to dive down the inside. No, he's not, because Undercant puts a car in a great place. Undercant's got to pit at some point though. Probably going to be this lap. Undercant's done a great job of defending his teammate Gurr 13 in P1. But of course Gurr has got that penalty and Rambo hasn't currently. Oh, there's a big amount of understeer there for Undercant. Oversteer, sorry, I keep getting those two mixed up today. Loses the back end as he comes up the hill in the middle of sector 3. Undercant will box now, and that gives Rambo some nice clean air to get into. And now we can see, where is Rambo's delta time going to be? I think it's going to be around about 2 seconds, I think. Maybe 2 or 3 seconds now. 3.7 seconds Rambo's got to catch up now. And Gurr is now on those fresher tyres as well, which is a problem for Rambo. It hasn't really worked out for him. Of course, Undercant now. Oh, and there's a big amount of pits here. Everyone's in. Rambo's boxed early. Maybe it's going to dry up later on. We'll have to find out. Cuba gets a 3 second for multiple warnings. That gets him up to 6 seconds in total. 9 seconds in total, shall I say. Which could be an issue later on in the race. Jack is now battling with Cuba once more. Around about 6 tenths in that battle. Yes, all the other boys in the midfield are on new intermediates. Whereas, of course, everyone else, FDPLAEZ is on 13 lap old intermediates. He had to box very early, so he is in a lot of trouble in P10 there. He's on a fair few penalties as well. 11 seconds worth of penalties for FDPLAEZ. Just Anime gets a 3 second, so that is his first 3 seconds of the race. Ger sets a 1:42.098. That is the fastest lap of this race. Rambo did cut that a little bit there. Losing time to Ger as well, actually. Now up to 5 seconds. Of course, Ger has got that penalty, which could cause some problems later on. Race control. Jack gets another 3 second, so that brings him up to 3 seconds. So he's actually only just got his first 3 second warning, 3 second penalty there. Whereas Cuba, of course, has got his third. Got mosquitoes in my room already. It's only April, and in England, April normally mosquitoes are miles away, but they are biting me real bad. I'm not having a great time here today. Yeah, he's back again, look. Bugger off. Right. Let's try and get back to the action. Rambo's still in P2. Jack is 7 tenths behind Cuba. Down to 6 tenths on the straight. And PRT is very close to being a Cant HD in P6. He, of course, has got a penalty, as does PRT, so, yeah. To wait and see to see if the F1WE driver will get a penalty. We'll just have a quick look how many warnings. So far 0. Very impressive. 0 indeed, by the look of things. No warnings at all for the F1WE driver there. Very good at keeping it in track limits in the wet. Very impressive, actually. I didn't have a look at Rambo. I don't think there is any for Rambo either, actually. So there's 2 drivers here with no warnings, but Jack is now gaining on Cuba because maybe Cuba's perhaps getting caught up a little bit behind Rambo here. Rambo's obviously spun somewhere along the line because he's now 7. Oh dear, Rambo. Keep it on track. Just about. Struggling for grip. Majorly struggling for grip here. Oh, and he's almost out. He is spun. Okay. He will stay on track. Just about. He's really struggling for grip. He needs to cool those tyres down as quickly as he can. Now we have to look at Just Anime and Jack trying to gain on. Just Anime trying to gain on Jack. Jack is trying to overtake Cuba here. It's quite deceiving when you look behind. There's not an awful lot of rain, if not any. When you look forward, there's a lot of rain bouncing off the front of that engine there. And the PRT now gets alongside undercut there, and they are very, very close. And he now tries to go down the inside of. Oh, and there's a big, big crash. And he is out. He tries to go down the inside of Rambo, and that is a safety car. ABS fan has to go past the safety car here, of course. So it's a safety car in France on lap 17. after a big collision between Unicant and HD and Rambo. He tried to go down a gap that really wasn't there. He locked wheels with Rambo, and then it put him out into the wall basically. So SD actually gets rid of his 5 second. He's now only on 6, and he will catch up with the rest of the field because of this safety car. And of course now Gurr as well will also have to get caught up by everyone else. Maybe Haya might come in and serve a 5 second if he has one. I think they might actually all be 3 seconds, so he's not going to be able to serve any of those. Oh, and Haya gets a drive-through. Oh no. Haya gets a drive-through for speeding under safety car there. So that means he can't serve it until the safety car has come in. That's a big problem for Haya there. Amber now is currently the only one not on penalties, so not too bad for Rambo now. He does now come into the pits, does Rambo. I don't know if he wants to change some tyres perhaps, or I do not know. There is a new front wing actually, yes there is a new front wing waiting for him. So he's lost a wing, a rear wing, a bit of front wing somewhere. And he will drop down, no he won't drop down because ABS fan comes in as well. He must have a bit of damage as well. Obviously Cuba trying to gain on the rest of the safety car pack. Jack trying to warm up his tyres behind Cuba there. I always am questioning about warming tyres up in the rain, because if you go off the racing line, there's a lot of puddles and standing water, like now, where Jack was then, which means the tyres will cool down because, of course, he's running through cold water. I've always wondered that. Maybe someone in the chat that is here can maybe explain it a bit more, maybe, but for me it's always been a wonder, because yeah, you're warming the tyres up by going left and right, but you're also going off the line, which means they're getting cold from the rain and the standing water perhaps. I don't know if that's a thing in game, they probably haven't found a code for that or something, I don't know, but currently Cuba and Pigs are very close together there, they were, bit of distance now. Just Anime trying to get as much temperature into those tyres as he possibly can. Obviously with him and Pigs all on the same amount of penalties as Gurr in P1. So this is a very interesting race now. Gurr loses all of that time he gained. Rambo of course on fresh inters after his stop. Which means he will have 7 laps of pristine inter. Actually, a few did come in, actually, didn't they? ABS fan come in as well. Don't know if Jack and Cuba did, but well, oh, that's very close there from Rambo and Haya. We're just waiting on the last 2 to catch up, and we hopefully should be able to go racing again. SD trying to catch up now. Round about sector 3 there, where they decide whether a safety car comes in or stays out. Hopefully he gets there before then. Maybe, just about. Maybe the safety car might come in. now. We will have to see. No, it will not. It will stay out for another lap. It might actually be telling us now. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I thought it was at the beginning of Sector 3 in France, but probably because STPLAYZ is just a little bit too far behind. But I have seen safety cars come in with the final driver just a little bit far behind. But it's going to let STPLAYZ come right up now. And yeah, safety car is coming in now, so it's actually a lot later on France. I guess that's because Sector 3 is very windy. So Gur now has to set the speed for the rest of the pack. He is now going to do that, and everyone tries to get some heat into their tyres before the start. Of course, Gur gets to choose when he is going to go. Is he going to go straight away? Yes, he is. He's going to go straight away, and he has a brilliant leap off a start. And PRT is going to get just Anime. Going to go round the outside and gets that move done. Rambo gets past. F1WE higher, up into 6th place for Rambo. Watch out for Rambo. Oh, Jack gets past Cuba, but Cuba has the racing line into this corner. He leaves just enough room for Jack. Nice racing there. Great racing from Cuba, actually. And PRT has lost a little bit of time to Gur. Gur got a brilliant leap from the start. And now STPLAYZ is looking at a move on ABS fan now as well. 7 laps to go. Sorry, 6 laps to go now. Was there a move on there for higher on Rambo? Or was it? No, there wasn't. I think he was just coming out. And Jack's now all over the back of Cuba. Rambo really needs to help Cuba out here and catch up a little bit. And there's a dive down the inside. That was a bit silly from Jack. Didn't have really enough grip to be doing that, and he loses time. And now Rambo's on the prowl, and Rambo's now all over the back of Jack with fresher tyres, of course, as well. Bit of connection issues maybe for Rambo because he's a bit all over the place. PRT has put a gap to him and Anime, and Gur sets the fastest lap of this race so far, 141.323. After that safety car come in. Just Anime is now caught back up to PRT, and maybe they can slipstream each other down the straight. But I think this is going to be a very good battle towards the end of this race for sure. There's Jack and Cuba. And they're going at each other all day. And Rambo's also in the picture as well now. So if Jack does try and move and it doesn't work, Rambo's going to pounce on that 100%. Of course, Rambo's now being held up by these two fighting, which means Cuba moves a little bit there to try and cover off Jack, and he does just enough. Jack's cutting a lot of corners, but he's not really getting any warnings, so it must be very close on track limits. Because it looks to me from the camera I'm looking at, it's very close, but for him it must be not quite. It must be just on the line. But, just Anime now. He's trying to keep up with PRT. PRT has lost a lot of time to Gur now. Gur's had an excellent race, brilliant. He's really good at putting the power down and getting on with things in the wet. Very good driver. And Rambo's now all over the back of Jack. Thought he was going to go for a move there, was Rambo. Almost looked like it. Oh, and Rambo gets a 3-second penalty there. Oh no. Higher comes into the pits. I think that might be service penalty. And oh, Rambo keeps it just about. Wow. Yeah, Rambo's now on a 3-second, so he's lost a bit of time to Jack there, though, unfortunately. So he doesn't get that benefit of that penalty at the end of this race. He's got 3 more warnings now until his next set of penalties come round. So for now he's in not a bad position, but he has lost a little bit of time to Jack. Struggling to put the power down. That'll be another warning for Rambo. He needs to get a hold of himself here a little bit. He's now caught back up to Jack again. Ooh. F1WE's higher gets a 3 second for multiple warnings as he comes out after his drive through. Ooh, sorry, I caught my mic when I was scratching my head there. Jack's still gaining on Cuba, but there's a smaller gap for Rambo, but Rambo is all over the place. Really struggling for grip out there. Which is odd, because he can take this corner near enough flat out, but it's just on the straight when he's trying to apply the power. He's struggling a little bit. Oh, he spun. Yes, that's another fastest lap of 1:40.5. That's nearly 6 tenths faster than his previous time. Very nice indeed. Rambo gets a 3 second for multiple warnings there. Really struggling for grip is Rambo, I think. Undercant has left the session now. Oh, and that is Rambo in the wall. He's really struggling for grip, isn't he? Still got his front wing though, so that's not too bad for him. Moving back up, Cuba and Jack are still within touching range of each other. Just Anime gets past Cuba, and Jack is of course out of that. Ramblon has left. I think that might be connection related, so I'm going to send him an invite real quick. Invite sent there. Yeah, gets another 3 seconds, which means Pigs could be well in with a chance here. If Pigs can keep it in track limits and catch up 3 attempts to Gurr, this could be big problems for Gurr, who's ran an excellent race till now, but maybe his track limits are just trying to let him down a little bit. But now as I say that, he's put the power down lovely and got another two attempts on there. Gurr gets sort of in with really in range here. Like there's 2 or 3 laps to go, and Pigs can possibly catch him maybe if he's really about it. He's really got to get some power down and get some speed around these corners and try and gain on Gurr as much as he possibly can. He's losing a lot of time though. That's the only issue. I think Gurr might be on fresher tyres. Oh yes, Pigs is actually 10 seconds off. Sorry, 10 seconds. What am I on about? Pigs is on 10 lap old tyres and Gurr is only on 3. At 6. Oh, what am I on about? I'm having a howler. The midfield's very even. Cuba and Jack. Just Anime gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. He is currently in P3, which means he might drop down to a possible P5 now for Just Anime. And Jack may get P3 now. Poor exit there from Gurr, which means Pigs on the straight is gaining a lot of time. Maybe a tenth in that, maybe even 2 tenths there on that straight. This could be a fight for the line here almost with Pigs and Gurr, because it's dropping now down into sub 3 second there. Sorry, sub 4 second there. He's really gaining on Gurr. They might be taking it a bit steady perhaps. The final lap now. Will Pigs manage to get up in with a chance with Gurr, and that's good for Cuba and also Anime, but unfortunately it won't be enough to keep Jack away from them. And Gurr is looking pretty fine in P1 right now. Just has a big enough gap, I think, to stop Pigs taking P1 from him here. Very nice line from Gurr. And Gurr looks to be clean, home and very wet, not dry. Definitely not home and dry, but he looks to be home and wet here. And that is Gurr in P1, and he takes the checkered flag, and Pigs gets almost 1.1 seconds in it for the lead there, and Just Anime comes across the line, and so does Cuba. Just Anime stays ahead of Jack, so P2 and P3 goes to Pigs and Anime, P4 goes to Jack, Cuba gets P5, P6 goes to ABS Fan, ST Plays goes to P7 goes to ST Plays, and P9 will go to I think Haya might be using a different car there, but I don't think it matters all that much. But that is the end of the race. I believe Rambo may have jumped higher there, just about, just on penalties there. ABS Fan gets Codemasters Driver of the Day, and that is it. Congratulations to Gurr. Very good race from him. Exceptional, to be honest. From start to finish, he was pretty much leading there. So yeah, well done to him. That's the podium celebrations there. And yeah, Rambo did not actually get faster than Haya. Oh, he was a lap down in the end there, apparently. Interesting. Right, that is the end of that. So thank you all very much for watching. It's been Azza as always. Yeah, that was coverage from PRT, the Academy Tournament of Esports. I don't know what else to tell you now. I think F1ABEEZ are on a break now for a week, so that is the end of the tiered racing for a little while, for a week or so. There is going to be
some more esports racing, of course. In the upcoming days, there's a big playoff final for the main team on Sunday. It is on Sunday. So be sure to have a little look out for the stream for that. But that is everything for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.